Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. If you would take the time to share with someone or just tag someone, this segment on tonight is going to be very powerful, and the individuals that can come back to um to watch this live because it will be up. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know if it's been busy for me this week, time's passing by, going by real quick. I know it has been busy for you. Happy hump day. Happy middle of the week. I hope you guys are well. Again, thank you for joining me on this evening for Wisdom Wednesday. I'm going to try not to be before you long because I have some other tasks, some other things to complete before I go to sleep this evening. But I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate y'all. I do. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the seeds that you sow. I just appreciate um, uh, you showing up for me, sharing your testimonies and different things. I really do. But let me go ahead and dive on into this because I don't want to be up here all night. I have other things to do. But let me tell y'all something. Listen here. And it was so ironic because I was making a post earlier, and it dealt with um 2025 being my year, 2025 being personal. And I'm not going to go into that right now because there's going to be another time that I go into some things and it really expound on some stuff. But what I will say is you never know what individuals are going through or have been through. So when you see individuals that are praising, or when you see individuals that may be celebrating themselves, you see individuals that may be thanking God and praising Him all the time because He does get the glory, right? You don't know what those individuals may have been through. You don't know what they may currently be going through. Do you understand? And so when I was making that post, the Holy Spirit dropped in my spirit, there's no easy way out. And I was like, oh my God. Then the song that I'm playing now had the Rocky song. It's called There's No Easy Way. If you know the movie, have watched the movie Rocky, one of those ones that one of those Rockies, it had the song was There's No Easy Way Out. And when he dropped that in my spirit, I said, oh my God, because guess what? Let me tell y'all something. Oftentimes we may want the easy way out. We may want the easy way out, but that is not always the best way to get out. During those times when, oh my God, during those times when times are hard, you're paying different things that happen, closed doors, people walking away, you having to disconnect from people, the things telling you no, your money looking funny, things happening with your children, things happening on your job, whatever the case may be, you reaping things that you have sown, you're having to make hard decisions. Let me tell you, there is no easy way out, and we got to stop wanting the easy way out, because oftentimes you want the easy way out. God is not going to be able to prune things out of us that He may need to remove because we're trying to get the shortcut way. We want the drive-through way to be able to get what He has on the other side, and that is not always beneficial. That is always not the best way. Even in the Bible, it tells us certain things that He prepared us so that we can know that we will go through a lot of things. Even Job went through so many different things, but one thing he didn't do was curse God. And sometimes we want something for nothing. We don't want to go through the sacrifice. We don't want to go through the heartache. We don't want to go through the pain. We don't want to have the tears. But they all will work out for the good. We have to stop wanting the easy way out. We have to want to stop taking shortcuts. We have to stop wanting always to have a detour on the way to purpose, on the way to our destiny, because that is not always the best way. Growth, and I told somebody this the other day, because oftentimes, even when I'm coaching individuals, even when having to have these hard talks, and that's not talks just because I just want to have something to say, experience and wisdom teaches you a lot of stuff. I want to tell you that if I would have asked God over the course of my life of a lot of things that I went through, I didn't know why I was going through them. No, they didn't feel good. Lord knows they did not. Lord, I've shed so many tears. It didn't feel good at all. But now that I'm wiser, now that I have grown a lot, now that he has trusted me to do a lot of different things, because I didn't fall, because I didn't fail, because I didn't give up, because I endured. It's the endurance. See, we want to get to places quick. But the Bible even says the race is not given to those who get there fast. It's not. It's to those who endure. And endurance is a process. And many don't want to go through the process. You want to reap the benefits. You want the blessings that he said. You want all the good things, but you don't want to go through hell. You don't. And who wants to go through hell? Who wants to go through turmoil? Who wants to go through challenges and obstacles? But listen, Jesus did it. He went through the betrayal. He went through people lying on him. He went through people turning their backs on him. He went through people he thought were his friends, people that was close to him, leaving him, giving him up. So who are we to not understand that we're going to go through some of the same things? The emotions that we feel, the emotions of what we go through and what we have, Jesus had as well. And for those of you that may tune in, that don't believe in Jesus or don't know who he is, understand that you may call him something else. But understand this, whatever the name is, he is real. And if you don't have a relationship with him, you won't be able to endure the trials and tribulations, the obstacles, the challenges. You won't be able to hear clearly of even sometimes the preparation of what you're going to go through so that you can be prepared and stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. And that's the problem. There's so many people that are out. There's so many words that have been given. I ain't talking about that touchy feely stuff. I'm not talking about the things that people want you to hear so stuff can sound good. We need to be preparing for what's to come. It's already written. There's stuff that he's already said. There's stuff that he's given the prophets, giving us to share, and different leaders and apostles to share in this time. I know I wouldn't have made it if I didn't have a relationship. I know I would have been somewhere. Listen, all the hell that I've been through. But I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the test. I'm grateful for the trials. I'm grateful that I didn't give up. I'm grateful for even a time when I didn't know who I could depend on him, and he would send an individual or two to speak into my life, and that I knew was confirmation. Not the ones that you may have known for years, or you have been there and done things for them. They typically really are not the ones. That's why you got to make sure who's in your circle, because sometimes, and I've learned this along this way, and I had to remove myself and do certain things, because sometimes especially if you have an assignment like myself, I am a natural born encourager. On top of having a lot of the other gifts that I have several gifts. But even in that, sometimes people think that you don't go through. Sometimes they don't even care because they be so worried about themselves. And you have to know that your cup needed to be filled too. And God, if you seek him, if you listen, not the ones Like I said, who you're comfortable and familiar with. I'm talking about the ones that can speak a word, and it's a word from the throne, a word that's given from God, not that stuff that, oh, well, they looking kind of bad, so I know something going on. None of that. But if you want an easy way out, during these hard times that you maybe be going through, listen, those promises are going to be going further and further away. I've learned even in the hard times, there's a lesson to learn. Even in the hard times, that's when I draw closer to him. See, we happy in the good times. We we speaking in tongues. We high-fiving. Oh, we so happy. But it's in those hard times. Do you still have that same praise? Are you still seeking God the same way? How intensified are your prayers? See, we can't forget that we need those prayers and that those words and the relationship, not just in the bad times, in the good times. And so when I was making the post, that's giving gratitude. Because you have to be humble and grateful for everything. But I remember a time when I might not have been smiling. I remember a time when all hell was breaking loose in my life, my children's life, whatever the case may be. I remember a time. Listen, let me tell you something. And when I think back on a few hours or a few months or whatever the case may be, I am thankful that I don't look like what I've been through. I am grateful that I still have a Shabbat in my mouth. I am grateful that I still have a dance in my feet. I am grateful I still have a praise because I know where my help coming from. I know even though it might have looked like or felt like, oh my God, why? Listen, I remembered. This is only a test. The Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. I remember, the Bible says, he's never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. I remember many of the afflictions of the righteous, but he'll deliver us from them all. I remember, oh God, there's a time and a season for everything. Listen, a time to cry, a time to mourn. Let me tell you something. I remember, hey, great is he that is in me, that is he that is in this world. I remember, hey, the enemy wishes to sift me as wheat, but it's my faith that faileth not. I remember, and I can just pull those scriptures out. I can just pull them out. I know I can just pull them out. I know I can declare that I can be like Job and get double for the trouble. Listen, I know I can say, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I know. And I remember. So let me tell you something. You may be going through times. You may be going through tribulations. I know that he takes care of, if he takes care of the lilies of the valley and the field, if he takes care of everything else, he's sure going to take care of me and mine. I remember. I only have to have a faith of a small mustard seed to understand that if God did it before, he's sure going to do it again. I remember. And see, it's those things that when I can say there's no easy way out, that you hold on to those words, you declare and you decree and you run on. You pick up your cross and you follow him. And don't too much worry about that thorn that's on your side. That thorn that's on your side is going to help you to remain humble. That thorn that may be on your side that you continues to, it reminds you of, you know what? God delivered me from this thing. He healed me. He set me free from whatever it may be. Don't want an easy way out, because at the end of the day, y'all, what I tell you, his promises are true. They're going to come to pass. His word does not return to him void, but it's going to accomplish exactly what he said to you, exactly what's been said according to his will. But you got to commit your ways into him. Because everything that you may desire in your heart, as long as it's according to his will, you're going to have. It says, delight yourself in him. It tells you, let me tell you something. He's an impossible God, y'all. Meaning what? The things that we think are impossible, they're always impossible in him and through him. See, it is thus when you get in your own head that you counter the things that he's already said. But as long as you keep your eye on him, I promise you, listen, and your time is not his time. So don't try to take the high road, the quick road, the detour, the not wanting to do this, but you want that. Don't do it. Don't you do it. You're going to miss out on the whole process. You're going to miss out on all the pieces of the puzzle that go together. You're going to miss out. And bro, and sis, I don't want you to miss out in this season or no other season. I want you to get everything that God has for you, because I plan on getting everything that he has for me. I plan on praying and seeking him and staying on my face so that my children and my grandchildren can get all the things he had for them. Because guess what? The enemy will come to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why your walk with him got to be straight. Your talk with him got to be straight. You got to keep a prayer life, and you got to fast. There's no easy way out, y'all. I hope that I've said something this evening that has encouraged you, that has ignited your spirit to understand that, listen, you can do this. Get up and walk. Get up and do and continue this walk of faith, because that is what it is. Having faith to understand that you might not know that, but he does, because he knows the plan, because he purposed stuff. Even before we was in our mother's womb, he knew. He equipped us. Many of you need healing, and you can have it according to his will. You need deliverance, and you can have it according to his will. Listen, you need financial freedom, and you can have it according to his will. But there's no easy way out. So learn what you need to learn on this journey. Learn it and utilize it, meaning apply it. So not only do you have to learn, you got to apply. Okay? It's a twofold. Apply it. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for those. Please make sure you share this live. Please make sure that you share, tag someone. And thank you for all of those who have joined. I will go back to respond at a later time, but I appreciate you. I try not to engage in the comments when people come in, because sometimes that can be a distraction. So I will go back and I will respond and do it, soon. But be blessed. Know that there's no easy way out, but know that with him you got it. Know that with him he makes all things new. Know that with him his promises are yes, and they're true. So remain steadfast. Remain hungry for him. Keep your eyes on him. Declare what he said over your life and watch him do exactly what he said. Be blessed, and remember, there is no easy way out. Be encouraged.